What's going on? What's going on, YouTube fam? I am Tiffany, Empower Impact Ignite. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want to share this video. Is it pulling up? Well, I don't see it pulling up. All right, so just welcome to the 12-day business challenge. Today is day 7 about the needs assessment. If you have not catch the other days, you want to go back and catch the other 6 days. Let's see what this thing got going on. Definitely want to go and do that. Okay, there you go. And as soon as I drop this link over here, we're going to get into it. Good afternoon. I am coming. I am coming. Okay. So good afternoon, happy Tuesday. This is the needs assessment. In this lesson, the way we got it outlined here is about how you handling and greeting your customer, tracking your success, and the objective is to execute successfully in greeting your customer, demonstrate how to find and fulfill the customer needs, articulate an effective way to communicate to increase your confidence and your upselling. Integrate the use of tracking sheets and achieving goals. So if you was trying to figure out why I started with SMART goals, this is why, because everything kind of is surrounded around goal setting. So going into business, a lot of time that's like blah, 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 blah. I just want to do what I'm created to do. And the business and the administrative side can get a little sticky, it can get a little sticky. But regardless of the stickiness that it can get, you want to have the tools necessary. You want to have the tools necessary to be able to do some efficient and effective business. Okay. So I'm deciding to go live as well over here on this Facebook because I never do that. Good afternoon, you guys. What's going on? I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite. So we're in day 7, basically, of the Business Breakthrough Challenge. I don't know if you're a new entrepreneur or where you at, but if you are struggling and stuck in business as we're preparing to go into this 4th quarter, then join the challenge, book your consultation, and I can definitely see how I can meet your needs, be of service to you. So we Let me know what city you tuning in from. What's going on, Mr. Hopkins? How you doing? What's going on, Destiny? How you doing? And we're gonna get into this lesson because it is lesson 7. And if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe on the YouTube channel. Make sure that you follow I am Tiffany87 on IG and TikTok. So whatever needs that you need, that can be met through the content that is being put out on these social media platforms. All right, so in the lesson that we did on communication, we learned that one of the most important skills for building effective communication is relationships, the ability to communicate with a client. So I already told y'all this right here is I use these platforms for business purposes, relationship building, trustworthy building. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of scammery, a lot of sorcery, a lot of stuff going on these days. So you want to make sure that you do have the visibility. So if marketing also is something that you struggle with, then definitely make sure that you hit the link or visit my website, iamtiffany.org, so we can address those needs. So you don't be afraid to show up, because people want to make sure that they're really working with who they're working with and you're really who you say you are. So historically, communication, and I'm always default the conversation to like a salon or barbershop environment because that's my trade, and that's my original trade. That's where I'm at. That's what life I'm about. Okay, the light want to play games. Oh, okay. So in the communicating in the salon, spa, barbershop environment is normally left up to the technician. The technician, even if you are a solopreneur, is still left up to you to initiate and engage. So we communicate based on our personality. That's why I would rather do a video than type. I'd rather talk than type. I'd rather do that. So that's your personality. Some people are like, nah, I don't want to talk. I'd rather write. And that is so annoying for the other person. Tell me if I'm wrong. Comment below. Feel free to interact. So some are outgoing and talk a lot. Others are shy, reserved, say little. Of course, y'all can tell what category I will fall into. We leave our communicating up to chance. We risk losing out on a lot of great business. So if you leave your communication and how you decide to communicate, you're going to leave a whole lot of money on the table. Basically, that is what that is saying. You will miss out on doing great business with great individuals just because you allow your personality to dictate how you're going to, like if you're shy, I don't know how to say nothing to those person. I actually love shy people, and they love me too. In a sense, those relationships can balance you out because they can give you insight on the other person, on that other personality. Successful professionals have found that the key to success in business is to implement and of using systems. I was just talking about those systems. Listen, systems are more reliable than your feelings and will produce predictable results every time. So this is the truth, especially if you're a person that is by nature, your personality, you're a touchy-feely type person. Now, the good thing about that is when people want to be touched, people want to be felt, your personality is the perfect match for that. Everybody don't want all of that. Some people only want what you got. They don't want you. They just want you to give them what you got. Period, point blank. They don't want no hug. They don't want a conversation. They don't want all that. On the other side of that, some people are like, dang, this is just a whole monetary transaction. I want to get a hug. I want to talk. I want somebody to ask me how I'm doing. So you got to know how to be able to really meet these needs and see what needs need to be met in your business model. Let me know if y'all following with me and y'all are catching like day 7, as you can see. So you're in the middle of a whole challenge. So give yourself a pat on the back. And if you need to find the rest of the challenge, you can join the I Am Tiffany Empowerment family, okay? Or I'm live right now on YouTube, but you might gotta kind of figure out where it's at. All right. So if you think about it, much of your education has been about systems. When it comes to your technical skills, you follow a system. There's a system for haircutting, coloring, a system in whatever job or whatever you're doing, whatever workplace you find yourself in. There is a system in place. There was a hiring process. There's a firing process. There's a process that you do on day shift. There's a process that you do mid shift, night shift, overnight shifts. Systems are in place. Systems allow you to perform consistent service for each and every time you work with a client. Wouldn't you say? So clients are more than just another head or just a set of nails, and I'm defaulting the beauty barber industry. They are human beings who come to you, the professional, in order to feel special. That's that word feel. That's them feelings. They want to be feeling special. They want to feel. They want to look like they feel. They want you to make them feel like they want to look. So what the client wants and needs before proceeding with the service, it is your responsibility to make an effort to understand exactly that. So if you could help me understand what brings you to my page. I know we're in the middle of an assessment, but why not assess? Why are you here? Why are you tuning in? What made you connect with Tiffany? What is it? I need to know so I can know how to meet the need, address the need, resolve the problem. I need to know. So feel free. Comment below. If you can't leave it in the comment sections, then write in. Fill out a contact form on iamtiffany.org. Write in. Write in. In this lesson, what you're going to learn in the need to learn the needs assessment, which is a system on how to communicate with your clients. And the how is very important. A lot of people want to know, well, this is why I need to say what I'm saying. No, you need to learn how to say it because, of course, it's not what we say, but it's how we say it. Okay. It's a series of questions that you will ask the client in order to discover what they need, what they want and what they need. You will be able to consistently find your client's needs and make professional recommendations on how to help them meet those needs. So a lot of times that's where consulting, sitting down over coffee, sitting down, letting that person explain to you what they're doing or where they're trying to go, where they at, what is it? So that way you can create a roadmap to systematically get the results that that individual is desiring, especially if you are a business owner and you might be the only operator. You want to know how to get it done right the first time. And that's why you want to take the time to be asking people what it is they need, get them to show you a model of what it is they're trying to do, just different things like that. That time is so important because it'll alleviate a lot of disappointment and costly mistakes. Make sure you put what city you tuning in from, or I won't be going live over here like that with y'all. Also, okay. So as professionals, you want to use this system to show significantly. So when you're experiencing increases, you'll be able to see it. When it's decreasing, you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see your sales, your clients, the number of services that you're providing. By following this system, you'll be able to create predictable results for your business. And also you can improve where there is room to grow. Or you can do something else in that particular season in your business because you're able to identify, okay, well here, no, it ain't that it's slow, but now it's allowing me to recharge. I can do things with my family. I don't have to focus on that. Everything is still good. The numbers went up, but it's still not as, high in this particular season as this particular season. So you'll be able to navigate throughout the quarters in the year versus just sitting there like sitting up clueless because you don't have the right systems in place. Anybody guilty of that? Let me know. Let me know. Do I got some entrepreneurs, some solopreneurs, some mompreneurs, some future wanting to become business owners out there? Let me know where y'all at. Y'all know we got this inflation going on, huh? Let me know where y'all at. Let me know who's out there. Okay, so this system, it would definitely make a difference between simply getting in the, salon and creating an amazing and successful career. So getting into whatever business model you're in and then having a successful career and living the life of your dreams. Okay, time is one of the things we cannot get back. Understand that. So make sure that you are being intentional with the time that you put into educating yourself on systems, on meeting the needs of your clients. So even when you get in demand, you know how to hire and then have another system in place. Because remember, you're only one person. So you definitely want to set yourself up to work on your business, not just in your business. So why study the needs assessments? It's important to study the needs assessment because one, clients need to have their needs heard and addressed, and the needs assessment provide a system for doing that. Number two, a proven system for providing services and product recommendation to clients will make your job easier, more rewarding, and assist clients in seeing you as the professional that you are. That is the best. Let me tell you, that right there is very important because you're the professional. Who's the professional? Say, I'm the professional. I'm the professional. You're the professional, and you want to make sure that the people that is willing to spend money with you not feeling like they get cheated and robbed and bamboozled about their money. So you need to know what you're talking about. You need to have things in place, things that's not going to have you snappy, things that's not going to have you in your feelings, aggravated, frustrated. The systems is there to lighten your load, and those that work inside of your company load as well. So if you don't know what systems you need to be using and putting in place, then book you a consultation. Number three, by following a system that provides predictable results, you will be able to plan your future financially and manage your short-term financial goals. Okay, so now we're going to get into greeting the client, and this falls in a sense and ties in with customer service. So pay attention to that. Who wants to do business with somebody that do not treat them good? Nobody. You a fool. Even if they so good and they can still get you to come back because of the service that they provide. And after a while, you be like, I ain't got to take this mess. I don't got to take this. I went in a place where the price was good. They was the only one. I'm like, I don't really got to take this. I ain't been back yet. If I go, it's just like I'm not able to go to my original person. And then the original company that I went to, one day I went in there and one of the men had an attitude. I said, y'all don't know me, treat me like this. Like, don't do that. Because the price is good for what I want is good. And normally they're, up and at it. One time I went there, I was like, oh Lord, no, because when somebody good and they good to you, you let them know how you make them feel. You let them know how they've even made you feel previously. This is what's making you say, hey, something's different. Because customers want consistency. They want consistency. Let me tell you. And people working too hard for that money to be mistreated. So greeting the client sets the mood for the rest of the service. You make or break the success of the entire visit during the initial greeting. You are completely in control of this event. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing, what their mood is, how talented you are, or how busy you are. Nothing matters except you and your attitude. You have the opportunity to set the stage for the service in the first few minutes of meeting your client. You have heard it said you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Nowhere does this apply more than during the initial greeting of the client. When you meet someone the first time, we form opinions of them in the first 30 seconds. Give me a second. I need to put my glasses on, y'all. Y'all see me over here squinting and stuff? Is my glasses in? Let me see. And they ain't. I'm going to have to get my glasses done. Because I'm just a squinting. Okay, here they go. I'm like, okay, girl. For real. Let me see what I got going on. Give me 1 second. I apologize about that. Yeah, I gotta put these eyes on, honey. What's going on? How y'all doing out there? I'm over here squinting. I'm over here acting like the old ladies child. I'm half like my glasses off. Okay, let me put these things on for you. Okay, there we go. Somebody say vision. All right. So within 4 minutes of the initial meeting, okay, and we was talking about your first time making an impression on a client. And within 4 minutes of the initial meeting, those opinions are solidified. That means that we must be 100% on our game in the first 4 minutes, or we risk a chance of losing a potential client long term. Understand that. To make the best first impression, you greet the client with a smile. Be sure to look them in the eyes, especially in this culture. Every culture is not the same when it comes to eye contact. Some cultures, if I'm not mistaken, the Asian culture, I think eye contact is disrespectful. But honey, you probably in America, okay? So I'm big on eye contact. Off a strong handshake, and some people be shaking people hand too strong. I don't know why they do that. I do not like that. I'll be like, what is you doing? Like, I'm trying to keep up with you, but I am a lady. Let go of my darn fingers, my wrist, my hand. Just let me go. Um, but yes, after greeting the client, escort them back to the area or ask them, let them know where they can have a seat at. As you proceed to talk to your client, ask them questions on how was their day, how's the weather. Start with just to make a connection with your client. By following these simple steps, you set the tone. And that's what that's what the expert is supposed to do. Set the tone for the entire service, and you will be on your way to building a long-lasting relationship with your clients. So that make you think back about the personality. Okay, who do you think is going to be easier to set the tone with? Which it can still run them off sometimes, but the one that is more the personality that's like they don't meet no stranger, they not shy, they're outgoing, they're talkative. That person is what people are looking for, honestly, even now, especially in the beauty industry, because a lot of people have gotten so transactional. They were like, yes, my hair was done good or my hair was cut good, but they ain't even asked me how I was doing. They ain't say nothing to me. So you want to make sure that you have the balance. You want to ask the clients what they need. Some clients, they don't like to talk. Also, with the needs assessments, it's a brilliant idea. It's a brilliant system. It's simple. And it's just a series of questions. You find out their true wants and needs. This is what you're trying to get out of the clients. It is a collaborative process by asking questions, listening for answers, paraphrasing, and being sure that you heard answers correctly. And then providing solutions to clients. Each question is designed to elicit useful information from the client. Each question builds the previous question and requires you to simply listen for answers. So I'm gonna wrap it up over here. You guys, if you want the finished result, to continue with this lesson, make sure you join us in I Am Tiffany Empowerment Family, and I will catch y'all on later on Facebook. So we're gonna keep going. YouTube fam. I just wanted to go on there a little bit. Give me 1 second. We're going to keep going. We are going to keep going. What's going on? I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite. We're on day 7. I'm midway through the lesson, but I wanted to come on here. Didn't want to leave y'all out. If you want the full lesson, make sure you join I am Tiffany Empowerment Family. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. We was talking about the needs assessment and how it is a brilliant and simple system. It's about asking your client a series of questions to find out their true needs and wants. The reason why this lesson is so important is because this is how you can better service your customer. So I feel like this definitely goes great in the customer service category. What's going on? And it's a collaborative, the process of just asking a question, listening, paraphrasing, making sure you heard right. So each question is designed to give you useful information. So finding the need. This is how you find the need. These are 6 questions that make up this needs assessment. And they are the following. When, and you might want to get your notepad or you want to catch this from the beginning. When was the last time you loved or liked your hair, skin, or nails? This question requires the client to really think about their answer, because you need to get that information to see how long it's been since they've been loved on. And I asked my client, my model from the expo, I said, well, when was the last time you received service? She said 2 years. I'm like, oh my goodness, you need love, your hair too. And I was able to know what was she doing in the meantime, between time. So they're creating the image of their look. They are recreating the way they want to feel. Since it was a time that they liked how they looked, the feeling brought up a happy, the feeling that you're talking about, it brought up happiness. It brought out happiness. We all want to be happy, especially when it comes to, by default, I'm always going to talk about hair, nails, skin, anything in the beauty industry. But when people that love fishing, if you talk about fishing, they're going to smile. That's what they love to do. That's their happy place. And becoming happy again with their look is a great goal. So you want to focus on the goal. Focus on the goal. All right. Question 2, what do you like most about your hair, skin, nails, the massage, or whatever your business model is? So when you ask this question, this gives the client another chance to feel good about themselves. They're going to tell you what they like most. You're listening to what they like. Because once you understand what a person like, you give them what they want. You give them what they like. Explaining these things that they like to you about their look. This question is important because you need to assess, because it really helps differentiate their likes from their dislikes without lumping all of their feelings together. Because if a person say, I don't like a side part, I don't want a side part, don't get on no side part. If they say, oh, I like middle parts, then you need to be thinking of something that is going to that includes a middle part. You want to go through and consult middle part stuff. Don't show them what they did not say that they don't like. You got to be attentive. What do you, or bangs. Everybody don't like them bangs, okay? Everybody don't like updos. Everybody don't like shortcuts. Everybody don't like curly hair. You know what I'm saying? What do you like the least about your hair, skin, and nails? Okay, you may also ask, what challenges are you currently having with blank? So now you're asking the client to tell you what they're having trouble with, because people pay people to solve problems. What are you having trouble with? In this step, the client has a chance to really identify themselves and, for you, the problem areas. If the client say they don't like their hair is so curly, then the natural solution for this problem is to make it less curly. This step begins the solution portion of the system, because you're solving problems. By asking this question, your client gets to identify what they like least and get a hint of what they need to change. So when you figure out what a person like least, and this can be for any business model. So if you want to share anything concerning your actual hair, what you like least, feel free to share that. If you want to share what you like, at least just in business as a general right now, you want to write in to have that conversation so we can see if I am Tiffany can help you solve any of those issues, then we can do that as well. But you have to be able to express and explain what it is you like least about X, Y, and Z. Okay? So if you could change something, and this is the reason, why the professional comes in, because you want to ask, okay, if you could change anything about your hair, skin, and nails, what would it be? The client basically tells you what they need done. The question is, this question gives you all the information you really need to recommend any additional services. To upsell your client, the key is listening. If you take the time to listen, the client will tell you what they need, and in doing so, they will tell you what they be willing to do to have them and what they will pay for them. Be sure to stop talking and start listening. The beginning of the segment of this needs assessment has clients involved in discovering for themselves what matters most. The purpose of No, the purpose is to listen to the client's needs and talk less about what you want to do. In addition to discover what the client wants, you are also identifying additional services that you can recommend. Success is most often achieved by those who do not know that failure is inevitable. Coco Chanel, French fashion designer and founder of Chanel brands, clothing, and accessories. Number five, what products are you currently using? What are you using? Who are you working with? What is working? What is not working? Okay, you will begin this conversation about retail here. With this question, your client may begin to think about products that they're already using and why they're using them. The underlying question is to determine if the products they are currently using are meeting, their needs. And if it's not meeting their needs, then cha-ching, you just done made room for you. Are you happy with the results that these clients been doing? You'll find out if the products the client is using meet their needs. Sometimes clients use products because they work, and sometimes clients use products because they don't know what else to use. Here's your chance to help your clients sort through and answer whether or not the products they use really are performing as they need them to. It is important that you do not criticize the product they are using. The goal is here to simply identify what they're using and to see how they feel about that product. See how they feel that the product are meeting their needs. Okay. So questions 5 and 6 are designed to begin conversations around retail. Retail is a great way to upsell. You always look for opportunities to upsell a client because they ready to buy. Oftentimes technicians feel like they're being pushy when they're offering retails. I'm creative. I'm not a salesperson. Or perhaps they feel like retail because they don't believe their job. The truth is, it is your responsibility as a professional to educate the client about. I think I just got mail. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry. No problem. I thought you was the Amazon or somebody. I was like, I hear something drop. I thought it was some mail coming. All right. Sorry about that. Or perhaps they don't offer retail because they don't believe it's their job. The truth is, it is your responsibility as a professional to educate. Hold on. To educate clients about the products you're using throughout the service. So I think that this is a good insert. For those that do not know, I do have my own hair care line. I am Tiffany Hair Care. I launched it earlier in the spring, and the reason why it wasn't like I had to launch with three products. I just could not launch one product. I needed to make sure instead of just having hair oil, a nice smelling good hair oil, I needed to have good shampoo with that lemongrass, that rosemary in to offer that hydration that is needed. So they would not be trying to put hair oil on dirty scalp and in dirty hair. So also which is the purifying shampoo. I am Tiffany fortifying conditioner, and that conditioner has the argan oil and the avocado, which is adding that moisture to the hair. Then we got the hair oil, which is good for your scalp. And of course, when you put on your scalp, gravity is going to allow it to come down on that hair shaft. And it got that moringa oil. It's going to give your scalp the benefits that it needs to grow. So I couldn't just launch one product. I had to launch with three because of my years of experience, my level of expertise. I already know three products are better than one. Give the people a system, and if the people want a line that will allow their hair to be added in hydration, moisture as well, boom, I got it. It's no big deal because that is my responsibility as a professional. If you would like to order them, they're on iamtiffany.org. That's the first thing you'll see once you land on that page. Communicating it with the client that you're going to educate them on products will allow them to listen to your recommendations as education, not selling. Remember, as a professional, it's your responsibility to the client. Remember, as a professional, it's your responsibility to educate the client on all they need to duplicate the look at home. So, did you know? Did you know? All right, so did you know? According to the helpguide.org, a website that provides expert educational material to help people improve their emotional well being, listen effectively is more of the most important ways to listening effectively is one of the most important ways to understand and connect with others, listening, not talking. Now that you've asked the question, it's time to check with your clients. It is imperative that you repeat back to the clients what they've said to validate you are listening. What's going on? Make sure y'all chime in. Let me know what state you're chiming in from. This is the business challenge. Y'all already see it. This will build trust and rapport. If you remember in list 3, communication is one way to build trust and rapport. It is through agreement. Pacing is the concept that when we say 3 things the client knows to be true, the 4th thing we will be accepted without a question. You will repeat back to the clients 3 times they know are true. 3 things they know are true. The answers to the question you just asked. The 4th thing, what are you recommended? They will accept without questioning. You begin with the very top of the list, and questions will work your way through the client's response. You will begin with what I heard. Whew. Let me tell you, this needs assessment is no joke. So we're almost done. You'll begin with what I heard. You say that like you say that you like about your hair, skin, nails was, and you could say massage was blank, blank, blank. Then you'll move to what I heard you say you don't like is, what you heard. You said you would like to change. Now you want to get validation that you heard them correctly. They can ask them if they got any right. If they can ask, you can ask them if they got it all right. If the answer is yes, you can move to the final questions of the need assessment. The last question you'll ask is, may I make some recommendations? The portion of the needs assessment is to show you how to bridge a gap. Bridge the gap, make the bridge is to carry the clients from their thoughts, ideas, and feelings that wasn't really working for your client's ideas to what it helps solve their issues. Once the client says yes to hearing your thoughts, you make your professional recommendation. Service recommendation. The next part of the needs assessment is to make service recommendation and introduce the client retail. What I recommend for today's services is your golden moment. Remember, the client is coming to you because you are the professional. They want to know how to solve their challenges. Speak powerful and confident. And most importantly, be honest with what you're recommending for the client. That was deep right there. Be honest about what you're recommending for the client. Um, the system is not about selling. The assessment is about service, and it is about educating. If you serve first, sell. If you serve first, you sell automatically. Recommending retail after you've made your service recommendation, it's time for you to make product recommendation. To introduce to the client the retail recommendation, simply follow this script. Throughout the service today, I will be educating you on the product that would record for me. I know how to, yeah. Throughout the service, you're going to be I will be educating you on the products that I will recommend you for blank. When we are finished, you can choose what you need. So you see how you put the ball back in the client court? You keep the lead, you take the lead, but you put it back in their court and you let them know this is what I'm gonna do. And while I'm doing that, I'm assessing your need. The purpose of a statement like this is to inform the clients that you will need to make retail recommendations. Consumers need to hear and see something multiple times before they take action. It is not enough to casually recommend retail, and all right, consumers needs to hear and see. Okay, hold on. Recommend retail and hope they will buy. You are the professional, and it's up to you to make the professional recommendations. In our lesson 7. Well, this will be lesson 8. Hold on. Yes, getting retail results. You will learn a system on how to offer retail. Remember. Yes, how to offer retail. Scanning over this. This step in the needs assessment is just the introduction to inform the clients that you are going to educate them on various products. Remember, your role as a professional is to educate the client. What's going on, big boss? Remember, your role as the professional is to educate the client. To make the professional recommendations, the client's role is to choose, say yes or no to your recommendation, but always educate first. And the sale will come. When you educate, the sale will come. So, for example, this Sunday, September the 25th, Columbia, South Carolina, me, my boy Durwin from out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, we're going to do a collaboration for the Ultimate Barber one-on-one class. The reason being it's a lot of uneducated barbers, so we know that two is better than one. People are hustling, got still barbering on the side. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to scale a business, start a business, build a business, beat a business. So what better way than to have an amazing time than to bring two of both worlds, the male perspective, the female perspective, unite the class so it's the ultimate barber experience. Learn man weave units, male grooming, business etiquette, all of that good stuff. You know what? You're educating the master from the master barber, the instructor on down into the people. And guess what you're able to do once you're empowered? You're able to go back behind the chair. You're going to attract these clients. You're going to find these clients. The clients that been seeing you work, they're going to see your skills level up because you got a new service, a new mastery. They're going to be like, yo, where you been at? Can I get that? You know, because you're educated. And they're not trying to do their hair. They want you to do it, but they want you to know what you're doing. And you should be able to be ready to get to a point where you can explain what you're doing. Okay? So educate first. Educate from behind the chair. Educate behind the chair. Educate. The sale will come. If you don't have a professional shampoo, if you don't have products, listen, I have a whole product line that you can use on your clients. Take time, do shampoo. You gain strength, courage, confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. You got to do it. So go ahead and register. miraclesintense.com. The flyer is my profile in my cover photo. Register. It's this Sunday. What the day is? The day is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're 5 days away. Let's get it. Let's go. So the final step, you guys, the final step is to ask, where are you ready to start? Or where would you like to get started? This question is simple, but it could cause the client to make a decision immediately. If they say yes, they have to purchase all of your recommendations. If they say yes, but they may need to know the price of the service you recommend first, they will be able to get some of your recommendations, but not all today. That is fine. The point is to service your client by finding out what they need and then allow them to choose. Put the power back in their hand, put the ball back in their court. Allow them to choose whether or not they want in. When the client leads in a conversation, leads to conversation and yes, all right. And is actively involved in decision making. So when the client leads the conversation and is actively involved in decision making, they will say yes to your recommendations more often. So tracking for success. Now, if y'all want to catch the rest of this, make sure y'all join the I Am Tiffany Empowerment family. I'm about to get off of here. I'm going to wrap up the tracking for success and the lesson summary. So we've been just bouncing around, bouncing around. But if you want the full video, then make sure you connect to the family so you can know how to subscribe. And well, subscribe to the YouTube channel, connect to the I Am Tiffany Empowerment family. Make sure you go to I Am Tiffany 87 on IG and tick to the top. Yes, do that. Now we about to track for success. I'll see y'all around. Thanks for tuning in. I Am Tiffany Empowerment Pack Ignite. This is our business breakthrough now. Yep. So we breaking through over here for a show. Thank you for your patience today. You too, fam. Okay. And now I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna go on IG for a second. So we tracking for success. We getting into it. I Am Tiffany Empower Impact Ignite. We tracking for success, setting goals. We're in the 7th day of our business breakthrough challenge. This the 7th lesson, and we're tracking progress. Okay, towards the goal is a vital part of success in any business. When you focus on a specific outcome, your mind focuses on the accomplishment of this outcome. In the course of your your instructor will explain to you how to set goals. So you'll be told how to set goals. We've already done that lesson. And that is why I start my lessons off with goals setting. That conversation is very important. And what you will need to do is have your mind focused on achieving the outcome. Tracking sheets to, goal trackers. You will need the information that you need to be successful. If you don't know how to be successful, if you don't know how to get these needs met, then you need to click the link in my bio. If only you could commit to the following of them and keep them updated every day. Remember, early in this program, you committed to doing everything asked of you as an experiment to see if this program could really get you the success you wanted. Tracking sheets are another opportunity for you to just do it. Fill them in a small thing you can do each day to lead to your success. So the summary of this lesson, basically in this lesson, you were instructed to try a true system called needs assessment to find out what your client actually needs, really need, and how you could be of service to them. The process introduced you to a series of questions that help you uncover what your client really wants. What's going on, IG. And the system helps you to take what the client needs and what needs and wants as clues for the kind of additional products and services you would recommend. You also learn that by educating the clients, okay, on the product that you use during the service is giving them excellent expert information and advice on how they should duplicate their looks at home, making the experience not only a pleasant one while they're in your chair, but also pleasant and consistent one when the client is home. So I'm always by default, even when I'm talking about business, I refer to my industry because that's the industry that I'm in. So here's your homework. Here is your homework. List the questions asked during the session. Okay. How is retail introduced to the client? What does tracking your progress allow you to do? And why is it effective? So if you want to catch this full course, make sure that you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I Am Tiffany 87. I Am Tiffany. No, my YouTube channel. I'm talking about I Am Tiffany. I'm on I'm thinking I'm telling people about my Instagram. But you can follow me on I am Tiffany87 on TikTok. What's going on? So that is all for the needs assessment. What I love about the needs assessment chapter, it is very befitting in the customer service lesson. It is very fitting in the customer service lesson. What's going on, Queen? Appreciate it. So if you are not getting the results that you need from your customers, your potential buyers, you need to start asking some questions. The whole entire lesson is available. If you have not joined the I Am Tiffany Empowerment family, do so. And if you need the assessment sheet with the questions on it, write into iamtiffany.org and I can get you the assessment sheet, especially if you are in the barber and beauty industry. Yep. I'm just reading over that. So next lesson, y'all, it's going to be, you don't want to miss it, getting the retail results. So getting the results, getting real results, getting results, okay? That is our next lesson. And y'all stick around, stay tuned. I am Tiffany, Empire Impact Ignite. Thank you so much. If you do not have a business coach and you need a kingdom coach or international mentor or even someone to speak and empower at your next event, I am bookable. I am bookable. Understand that. Appreciate you. Y'all, I am out. Thank you so much. IG and YouTube. Thank you. It's been real.